Back at you with another episode coming at you from chooseyourrelationships.com, author of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. So it's just me and this recording. I'm going to talk about the truth about how attraction really works with women. And I don't really hear a lot of people talk about what I'm about to tell you, and especially online. There's a lot of frauds. There's a lot of people that just aren't willing to be honest with you, to tell you how things really work out here. You know, so if you follow me online, like, subscribe to my channel if it's your first time being here, and if you follow me on my podcast, share this episode because it's very important. You know, and check out my website, chooseyourrelationships.com. Yeah, yeah, over there. Check out my website over there. You know, yeah, yeah. Check out my website over there. You know, if you need any help with anything, basically, you know. So when it comes to attracting women, um, you have to understand, man, how you make how you make a woman feel is critical. How a woman feels when she's around you is critical. It's how she feels is real. That's what it really is. Now, to some guys, that don't make any sense because some guys, maybe they're good providers, maybe they work hard, take care of the family, and all that good stuff, and all that stuff is cool. But you have to understand, most women are going to complain anyway. They're always going to complain about something. Doesn't matter how good it is, they're going to want more of whatever that is, of whatever you're already doing. Some women are just greedy like that, and that's okay. You have to be fine with that. You know, don't let that get to you. Don't let that get you down. Um, Happiness is really an inside job. You stop trying to make women happy. You're not going to be able to do it. You're just going to run yourself crazy, or run yourself raggedy, or burn out. So don't do that. But always keep in mind how a woman feels. That's what it really is. That's real to her, not you. Just keep that in mind. Now, a lot of women um, are kind of all over the place mentally. And that has a lot to do with how she behaves, how she acts, her mindset, how her has a lot to do with the relationship going up and down. You know, sometimes you might have to reel her back in because there's a lot of distraction in the United States of America. Now, if you in another country, at least some countries, I would think there's much less distractions, and that's a good thing. Now, here's another thing that a lot of people don't talk about. A lot of guys don't think about. A lot of women are just not into guys like that. They just don't like guys like that. They're just not into guys like that. A lot of women are into women more than guys. And see, that's the problem. Women will be on the phone talking to women all day long for hours and hours, but they don't do that to guys. If a woman is not around, some women, they're bored. There's no excitement. Or if they walk in a room and there's women there, they get excited. It's like you got to pay attention to that too, because this happened to me twice in my life. You know, where I met a woman. I spent a lot of time with her, and lo and behold, she's into women more than she's into me. So it happens. You gotta. A lot of women are not gonna tell you that they're into women, but you're gonna be able to pick up on it. That's what happened with me. I picked up on it after a while, and see that has a lot to do with how she sees guys. Now, maybe something might have happened to her in the past, how she grew up. Who knows, man? But you know, if a woman prefers other women over guys, yeah, that's not a woman that I want or take. I can't take her really serious. Nah, yeah. And see that's another problem that's out here. 'Cause there's a lot of women that just not into guys like that. And a lot of time it has to do with how she, like I said, how she grew up, her relationship with her dad or whatever. So it's always gonna be a struggle with a woman that's like that because she just doesn't see you. She's never gonna see you the way she or treat you the way you want to be treated. It's not gonna happen. Now, some guys say, "Oh, I'll just try to stick it out and it'll get better." No, it won't. The only thing that will get better, if possible, is you. But no, it's not gonna get better. You know, it usually gets worse because most people, usually, the older they get, the worse they get. Most people don't. They don't get better. The only reason most people get better, something has to happen. They go into a coma or somebody dies around them or something that usually drastic has to happen. Or something happened with them or had some freak accident or something like that. But usually something has to happen before people make some type of change. Most people don't change or get better because they want to grow and be the best they can be. That's not most people. No. Most people are not forward thinking people. No. No. Now that's how I am. And that could be how you are. And as a matter of fact, 9 times out of 10, that is how you are. Otherwise, you wouldn't be looking at this video right about now. You're forward thinking dude or woman. And that's how it should be. That's the normal way. But most people are not like that. Most people are kind of like, they kind of slow rolling. They're on cruise control, living their life. They're very passive aggressive. They're not really thinking about anything. They don't believe in anything either, you know. And see, some women are just unfit for long-term relationship marriages. Most women are just unfit. Some women they're just not. You just can't build anything with them. You can't have a family with them. It's not gonna last if you pick the wrong woman. They're not built. Yeah, I believe you. I believe most people, men and women, you have to be raised to be a wife or a husband. However, I know there's some people that might have came from broken homes or whatever, and then they learned better and they did better as they got older. That does happen, but those numbers are very slim. Those numbers are very slim. I believe you have to be raised a certain type of way. You have to be raised to be wifey for lifey or marriage material or to be a husband or a wife. You have to be raised from a young age, you know. Otherwise, it's just probably not going to work out. Now, of course, a lot of these people try. They'll get married and get themselves in a position where they can't even handle it. Don't like it, can't handle it, ain't built for it, shouldn't have never done it. Of course, they try. People try a lot of things and it don't work out because they weren't built for it. They weren't raised to be that way. Everybody's shouldn't shouldn't have kids. Everyone shouldn't have a family. You know, every woman is not suited for a family. Every guy is not suited for a family. See, women might now. There's a lot of women out here that they talk about getting married all the time. That's like the dream for a lot of them. But they just want to get married. Getting the wedding reception is like a party for them. And once the thrill and the excitement is gone, it's time to get to work. And that's where they fall. They're not really once the wedding is over, the ceremony is over, the excitement is gone and they're not motivated to do anything. A lot of women are like that, big time. That's probably the majority of women that got married. A lot of women are miserable. They're still married, but they're miserable because they didn't really want to. They didn't really. They wanted to get married, but they don't really want to stay married. They're really looking for a way out. But a lot of them have kids. That's the only reason. That's probably the main reason why they stay there because they have kids. The ones that don't have kids, or maybe the kids get old enough and leave the house and go to college or get a job or whatever and move out. Once the kids is gone, they gone because it's not. There's no reason for them to stay there no more. So a lot of women are staying there in the marriage just because of the kids, because they didn't really want to be married. They just wanted. They just like they wanted the excitement, the thrill. It's kind of like a drug addict. They get that high, and once the thrill and the high is gone, then they come back down to reality and be like, this ain't really that fun. I gotta take care of kids that I barely know. I gotta cook and clean. I don't really like doing this stuff because she wasn't raised she wasn't raised that way. That's why she don't like it. She wasn't raised that way. She wasn't raised. Her parents used to take her out to eat all the time. She don't know how to cook nothing like that. She don't really cook like that. You know, she wasn't. She was out and about all the time when she was in her 20s, hanging out at the club all the time. She wasn't staying home like that. She was around the girls, hitting the club and drinking and smoking and getting high and all that stuff. She wasn't prepared. She wasted her whole youth, her whole 20s out in the street. And you expect that same woman to flip when she get to the 30s and get brand new and get married to you. No, it don't work that way, bro. It doesn't work that way. No. Uh-uh. No, that's who she is in the 30s. She's still like that. She still got the same mindset as she had in the 20s. Now she might suppress a lot of her desires and urges, but it's still there. So she's struggling. She's suffering inside. She's struggling, suffering inside, man. But eventually, at least for most women, it's gonna come out in some way, shape, or form. She'll sneak out every chance she get. She might take go on a vacation with her girlfriends, or when she go back home to wherever she from, got that guy on the side, or yeah, or she might got a guy at work, you know, or every once in a while, she might even go to the club every once in a while. Her husband might be cool with that, you know. And then you have some women that do suppress their desires. And this was where religion comes in at. Religion and getting high and drinking usually suppress a lot of that, especially religion. But how a woman feels is real. You can't help how you feel. She can't help how she feels, especially women. They can't help how they feel. How she feels about you is real. See, the game is to make women feel a certain type of way. They have to like themselves better around you. If that ain't the case, eventually she gonna leave. And if she does leave, she did you a favor. Don't feel bad if she leaves. What you should do is focus on the people that want to be around you. You should appreciate the people that want to be around you. Don't appreciate the people that's talking about leaving or did leave. The hell with them. Let them leave. They're doing you a favor. But you know why? Because the next person you get with gonna be 10 times better. And you're gonna learn from the mistakes you made with the first relationship, with the first marriage. You're gonna learn from it. And you're gonna move on, and the next person gonna be 10 times better. I'm telling you. I've seen this happen so many times. You know, I've seen guys get married the first time or live with a woman for the first time 5, 10 years, and it was horrible. It ended badly and everything. And they got married or got a second girl. Great. It's 10 times better because you learn from it, you growed, you matured, you know what you want, you know who you are, and you move forward, you know. So hey, that's really and the woman you get with, she she likes herself better around you. She ain't into other women. She ain't got no baggage, you know? Because you knew what you wanted. You knew she was a the right type of woman to have a family with. The first woman you was with, you didn't know all that stuff. You didn't know she was unfit because you was too young and you didn't really know who you was yet. So if you don't know who you are, it's almost impossible to get with somebody that's fit for marriage and to have a family with. It's almost impossible. Most guys make the mistake. The first time is a mistake for most guys. You know, it is what it is. Hey, if you want more help with this, go to sharpgame.net. Stop struggling with women. Go to sharpgame.net. This will help you out, change your life. You'll never see relationships and women the same ever again. Go to sharpgame.net. If you follow me on the podcast, the link will be found in the show notes. If you follow me on YouTube, the link will be below the video. That's sharpgame.net. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.